Either you may die or I may die tomorrow morning. So, something should happen tonight. So don't think in terms of weeks and months and years and decades or lifetimes. I'm confirming this to you, for sure I'm not coming back. Because expiry date is long overdue. Long. To an extent, people who are little more perceptive clearly see that I don't even exist. I want all of you to remember this. The best thing that you can ever do for your guru, if at all if you feel like you want to do, is I want all of you to remember this. The best thing that you can ever do for your guru, if at all if you feel like you want to do, is that you drop your nonsense and grow. The best thing you can do for anybody is, you must do what they want, isn't it? Not what you want. So, there is nothing you can do. The best thing you can do is you grow and blossom. Drop your nonsense. Your past nonsense, you leave it to me, present nonsense you handle. If you do that, that's the best thing. Now suppose you died, even if I died, I will not stop the spiritual part of my activity. So I'm not so concerned about that. Yes, we're concerned. The foundation could be hurt, activity could be hurt, but not the spiritual part of the work. The concern is that people will be here and if they don't grow, I planted people in my garden and they never blossomed. That I'm terrified of. So, those of you who are very patient, who want to come here for 10 lifetimes and do it, I'm okay with them, but I think we must build an outer ashram for them. Even here there is, in a way, but we wouldn't like that to be here because of various reasons. We would like everybody who comes here to be absolutely there in the very core of what's happening. I don't want to create a core and a periphery here. Here there's only one burning spot, that's everywhere. So, if you know, you seen the popcorn? You never seen popcorn? It's just a damn corn, how it floured, the right amount of heat. But some get burnt, some won't pop. That's because they don't. All of them were given the same heat, but some don't receive it properly. They do funny things, and instead of popping, they get charred. Instead of flowering, have you seen a popcorn flowering? That's one flower, you can see it happening, right? The other flowers take too much time. So right there, it opens up in front of you. So, have you seen this happening to people when they come to inner engineering, Bhavaspandana? In 3 days' time, people are like that. But we don't want them to stop there. Because we are Attanika Asapada people. You know what that means? We desire for everything, we don't desire for this much growth or that much growth. We are not willing to settle for anything less than the whole. If you are willing to settle for peace, we could settle you very easily. If you're willing to settle for love, we would settle you very easily. If you're willing to settle for blissfulness, we could settle you very easily. But we are attanne kaasapadu. We won't settle for anything. We want it all. Because of that kind of mode, it's just on and on and on. If you're willing to settle for any one of those things, peace, love, satisfaction, happiness, we could have settled you up very easily. So if you just want to settle for any one of them, it's okay, it's your choice. But and you need not be in the core of things. You could be anywhere and still do that, you know. So, what could I do? Especially if Sadhguru is going to die tomorrow, you must blossom tonight, isn't it? So I want you to look at life like this. Either you may die or I may die tomorrow morning. So, something should happen tonight. Isn't it so? So don't think in terms of weeks and months and years and decades or lifetimes. Think in terms of moments. Because life is in moments.
Touching the ultimate, rather than defining yourself through patterns of thoughts and emotion, is the greatest and one of the most important things in life one can do. This is the line which is said by Sadhguru himself. Sadhguru has always said that one should always strive to become an absolute full-fledged life. A full-fledged life means allowing yourself to grow to full depth and dimension. And that is why yoga and sadhana. One fundamental goal of yoga is to put the life and your karmic cycle on fast forward. When we put our karmic cycle on fast forward, the suffering that we would have had in diluted form from over 20 years may come to us in a concentrated form in 2 years or just 2 weeks, and that is good. When you work through that, you will come to a plateau where if you look back, you cannot believe you went through all these things. Every sadhaka goes through such phases. And that is why Sadhguru always speaks about the regularity of sadhana as how it can help you to form a full-fledged life. So moving forward, if you want to seek that which is eternal, that which is all-pervading and all-inclusive, the normal energy that you have to walk around to earn some money or whatever is not sufficient. You need a lot more. Even if you are giving yourself 100%, that kind of energy is simply not sufficient. All the sadhana is done to raise one's energy, because when you seek the unlimited, however much energy you have seems to be insufficient. But by channeling all this energy towards the one and the only goal in life, there is some possibility that we may progress towards that goal. And therefore, a significant thing that every human being has to do is to structure their own psychological and emotional framework around the most fundamental fact of their life, that is their mortality. Sadhguru always says that we need to celebrate and enjoy every moment of our life, because life does not wait for you, even for a moment. You are mortal and it is ticking away. So there is no time for frustration, depression, anxiety, anger, or any kind of unpleasantness in this life. And that is why one of the most basic thing that we all can do on the fundamental level is that just spend a minute to identify at least one thing in your life that is not necessary and kill that today. You must kill something about you that is unnecessary for your life. This requires consciousness. So just do your sadhana joyfully, not with hope of making it or the fear of not making it. Make the sadhana an offering and do it intensely but without hope. Once you are on the spiritual path, once you have seen the goal of your life, this sniffing around should stop, because there are many things that smells good on the way. Wherever something smells good, if we simply turn in that direction, we will not reach or go anywhere. Even a man who wants to simply fulfill his material requirements work with undivided interest in what he is doing. Even a man who wants to make money or pursue pleasure goes with 100% involvement towards what he wants. If that is so, when you are seeking the highest, you know how you should be. So, many things may come up on the way, but you should be strong enough, brave enough, and adamant enough to go after what you want. Otherwise, things will not happen. And so, let us take a pledge today that we will do our sadhana regularly. And also, the most important thing of today's video is that after watching this video, just think for a moment that what is the thing that you want to delete from your life, and just do it now itself. And also take a pledge that you never repeat it. So with this, we end up today's video, and hope you loved the video and found it meaningful. And if yes, do not forget to give it a like, share and subscribe. Up to next, stay safe, healthy, happy, and namaskaram.